today we're gonna make shepherd's pie at one of my followers' requests. Let's get started. I have 3.5 pounds of ground chuck in the pan cooking, and I put some lemon pepper and some nature seasoning in here. I just did it by sight. I just sprinkled a little bit of each on here. Not much because I'm gonna season it a little bit more later. I'm gonna let this meat brown just a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some other things to it. So this is gonna take maybe about 10 minutes to get to the brownness that I want, and then we'll move on. Okay, so as you can see, the ground chuck has browned just a little bit, and this is how I want it to look so that I can add my onions. I have some ring peppers and yellow peppers that I want to add in here because I do love color. Onion is also good for seasoning. Okay. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of Shire sauce in here. And some paprika. I'm going to stir it up, and I'm going to continue to let this cook. Man, it smells so good. That smells good. I'm going to continue to let this cook. Maybe about 10 more minutes, it should be completely done. As far as the ground chuck, you know what? I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic. Why not? Okay? Hey you guys, I've already drained the fat off of my meat, which is the grease, because I don't like all that. I don't like my meat greasy. And it took about 15 minutes because I'm cooking on this electrical skillet. If I was to be cooking on my stove, it'd be cooking a little bit faster. So it depends on your equipment in regards to how your food cooks and turns out. Okay, so now I have a 1.5 cups of beef broth. And I have 2 tablespoons of flour. So this is gonna be my thickening agent. Let me just pour that in there. Okay. And I have some garlic herb that I love. I'm gonna sprinkle in here. Maybe about a tablespoon. Okay. And I added the beef broth because I don't want my meat to be dry, but I don't want it to be greasy either. And you can add more if you prefer more to your meat. I'm just gonna let this simmer together for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. And then we're gonna add it to the pan and move on. Okay, you guys, so the meat is ready. We're gonna get a closer look at it. You can see that juice in there, but it's not too much, it's just right for your shepherd's pie. Not too dry, not greasy, but not watery. Okay? So I'm gonna add it to my pan. Right there. I'm gonna spread this out. You want to cover all surface of the pan so that you can get some meat with every bite. Okay? Look at those beautiful onions and green peppers and yellow peppers in there. I just love color. All right? And I have a bag of vegetables. So, you guys can dice, cut, whatever. Get the corn on the cob and cut the corn off. Get canned corn. Get real green beans, whatever you prefer for your shepherd's pie. But unfortunately today, I'm not doing that. All right? So, I'm going to cut these up. I'm going to cut this open. I'm just going to pour it right on top of here. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna let this spread that on top as well. And this bag, I'm not gonna use this whole entire bag. It's hard enough getting my kids to eat vegetables. So So if I put too many, I don't need a bunch of leftovers. I'll make that work. Okay, so I'm gonna spread that on top here. I'm gonna let this just sit for just a minute because we're gonna move on to the mashed potatoes. Mashed potato, no. Okay, you guys, so I got my water already kind of preheated. We're gonna make the potatoes. I have 3 quarts of water in here, and this is a 3-pound bag of potatoes that I rinsed already and diced. So I'm just trying to get them all in there. And I diced the potatoes just a little bit. I didn't really dice them, I just kind of cut them in half because it just makes it easier for the potatoes to boil quickly so we can move on to the next step. But this takes about 20 minutes for the potatoes to boil. Sorry. And over here, I'm gonna turn this on 3. I'm going to make the milk in my milk prepared. This is half and half. You can use milk, whole milk, 2% milk, skim milk, evaporated milk, whatever kind of milk you want. But I'm gonna use half and half today. And I have 2 cups, a half and half in here. And I'm gonna add some garlic. I got like 3 garlic cloves in here. I diced them. And this is not minced, this is the real deal. And I'm putting it in here and I'm gonna let it boil together, like a little slow, because I want the half and half or the milk, whatever, I want it to have that garlicky flavor when I add it to the potatoes. Okay, so again, these potatoes are gonna take about 20 minutes to boil, or you can just check them with a fork, maybe about 10 or 15. And if they're tender, if the fork goes all the way through, then your potatoes are done. But again, just kind of keep an eye on your potatoes. And then we'll be back. Okay, guys, so the potatoes have softened. The fork went right through them, and I've already drained the water out of them. And so I'm just gonna take my masher here. And I don't know if you guys can see in this pot. This is a pretty deep pot. I'm mashing these up. And I'm gonna add some softened butter to it. Okay. I'm gonna put just a little bit of sour cream, okay? Like 2 tablespoons. Okay. We're gonna add this half and half with the garlic in it. Okay. We may need more, but let's stir and see first. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Now, if your mashed potatoes are not as thick as you like them, don't worry about it because they're gonna cook in the oven anyway, so it's okay. Put a little fresh thyme. Thyme leaves. My husband do not like thyme leaves, but I do. A little steamy, but okay. Okey-dokey. And again, I have my vegetables over here with the meat in it. Get that. Okay. And potatoes. All right. So I'm gonna add this onto the meat. And the veggies, I shouldn't just say meat. I should say the meat and the veggies. You want to get and have enough potatoes to cover every area, because you want potatoes with every bite. So we're just gonna spread that on top there. It's okay to make a mess, you guys. I'm letting you know. Professionals make mess. I always say, as long as you clean up your mess. Okay. So got that there. In every area. Okay. And then I'm just gonna season the potatoes just a little bit more on top, because I like color and I like for things to look delicious and taste delicious at the same time. Okay? And we're gonna add a little parsley too. Parsley flakes. Okay, you guys, I already have preheated my oven to 350. You can put it between 350 and 400. And I'm gonna probably let this bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. And after that, we're gonna see the results. Okay, so the shepherd's pie is just about done. I've already added a little bit of some Parmesan cheese on top. And I'm just gonna add some Velveeta cheese on the potatoes. And I'm gonna put it back in the oven for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, just enough for the cheese to melt. And then we'll be ready. Okay, you guys, so the shepherd's pie is finally done and it looks fabulous, I must say. Again, on top I have the shredded cheese, and in the middle is that soft, smooth mashed potatoes, and at the bottom you got that ground beef that's been cooked in that beef broth, which gives it like moisture. I mean, it's just a perfect combination all together combined. Again, this is a request for my followers. They asked me if I would make shepherd's pie. It's a simple dish, a family dish, and it's a fulfilling dish. So again, thank you so much for following me on my Facebook page, Soulful Kitchen. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, and thanks again. Blessings. Mwah.